Hey guys, Todd here. Looking to talk to you today about third-party app support because we're looking to make a change on what we do when a merchant needs help with a third-party app. Now, to give you an idea of why we're looking to make the change, I'll show you kind of how things work right now. If a merchant calls in and they get you guys on whatever channel and ask about a third-party app, more than likely we're going to say, that's not something we can help you with. We punt them to go talk to the app developer on their own. In some cases, we may do a warm handoff, which is a bit better experience. And there's a whole bunch of other situations where L1 or theme support may find an issue with an app, and they can either get in touch with the app developer or send the ticket back to you, and you guys get in touch with the app developer, or you more likely punt it back to the merchant, who then has to go deal with the app developer themselves. And we don't really get to see whether or not that got fixed. There's a lot of sort of issues with this current flow right now. The main issue, in my opinion, is actually that the merchant doesn't get helped. They give us a call. They're like, oh, we'd like to get some help on this app. And we say, go away. Not a really great experience for them. So I'm really looking to change how this whole situation works and sort of achieve three goals. One is to improve the merchant experience when they call in about third-party apps. I want to clean up that flow, which is a bit of a mess right now. Nobody knows what to do in most cases. And a third idea is I really want to gather some data, if I can, on which apps are doing a great job with their support and which apps are maybe causing a lot of support debt or maybe not getting back to the merchants on time or just not fixing their apps. Okay, so how are we going to do this? This is the new flow. This is a big idea here. If a merchant calls in, they're going to get you on the line, and if they say, I'm looking to deal with a third-party app, you no longer say, go away, go talk to them yourself. You say, oh, let me get you in touch with the app developer and do a warm handoff to the app developer. Same with Team Support or L1. If they find an issue, they can do the same warm handoff. Now, the trick is, once you make this connection, the ticket gets assigned to this third-party developer liaison, who manages the conversation from there. So you only need to make the connection, and then they deal with everything going forward. So if they end up talking back and forth, the developer liaison will see this, and they'll also ensure that the app developer gets their stuff fixed, is getting in touch with the merchant. So lots of data can be gathered by the dev liaison once all these tickets start flowing through. Okay, so that's a big benefit as far as the data is concerned. Now, benefits to you guys, this is much more likely to result in a smiley. It's just a better interaction for the merchant. Instead of calling up and just being like, oh, I got to go somewhere else, which kind of blows. You're going to be able to get them in touch with the person, just with that one call or whatever interaction they choose to get in touch with us with. We've been demoing this for about a week, and so far the smiley rating is literally 100% on these interactions. So it's just proof that the interaction model is much better for merchants. If you do warm handoffs already, this is still a big benefit, because if there's if the merchant and app developers start talking, that ticket used to just keep showing up in your queue. That's all going to be dealt with by the dev liaison now. And honestly, this is just another great quick interaction. So usually if you kind of just shove them off to the side, sure, the chat may end quickly, but this way, it'll probably end quickly as well. And you write that extra interaction, you write that extra email, which gets you another interaction. So big benefit there, but also just much better for the merchant. So the macro, all you need to do is just type in app to the macro, and it'll throw this escalate to third-party app developers macro. It'll prompt you to add the developer's email to the CC field. That'll connect the app developer into the conversation, and then just submit as open, and that ticket will be assigned to the third-party dev liaison, who will manage the conversation going forward. So really, really easy to do. If you're on a phone call, when you're done, you just say, I'll get you in touch with the right person, hang up the phone, and then apply the macro. Same with chat. I'll get you in touch with the right person, apply the macro. Now, if it's an email, it might make sense to actually respond to the merchant and say, hey, you actually want to be in touch with the app developer. Let me do that for you. And then on that same ticket, get them in touch with the app developer. And again, all those emails will go to the dev liaison, who can then gather data on what's happening, which is pretty slick. Okay, so one last point. If this is actually a Shopify supported app, we're going to continue using the same Shopify flow for those. So if you can answer the question when they call up, that's great. If you can't figure things out or something looks broken, you just escalate to L1. We treat Shopify apps just like we treat Shopify. We treat it with a regular Shopify support flow. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully with this new flow, we'll be able to take an experience for merchants that looks like this and turn it into an experience that looks like this, where we're sort of welcoming them in and then sort of connecting them to the app developer, all sort of in our flow instead of always shoving people off to the side. Okay, so when you get a chance, definitely check out that macro. And the next time you hear somebody talk about a third-party app, you don't have to say, go deal with it yourself now. Say, I can help you out. I'll get you in touch with the app developer. Hang up the phone and the chat and use that macro to get them in touch with the app developer. Should be really easy for you guys to do and get you that extra interaction. So definitely check it out the next time you hear about a third-party app. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.